Hello. How is everybody doing tonight? What are we drawing?
Inking.
Inking. What are we inking?
The piece from yesterday.
The Ladies of Apogee.
That's right.
Ooh.
Feels weird that we don't have music playing.
We can definitely do that.
Yeah, but it's got to be non-copyright stuff. Otherwise, we get slammed. Actually, hold on 1 second. I got to get something.
Where are you going?
To get a beverage.
Can I have a Dr. Pepper? Howdy, 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 howdy.
I brought one. Anyone on? We got one person on. Yay!
One person.
All right, cool.
Your camera on your phone is on too.
Yeah, don't bring me in. It's just so I can see the comments.
Gotcha. How you always post?
All right, yeah. Okay, so got our piece from last night. You might have noticed the. I wonder why it's all linked. It's because this stuff's behind there. Okay. All right, so. Can we get locked in here? Uber? Okay. Yeah. All right, we're getting. I drew the Ladies of Apogee last night. That turned out pretty good. So now I'm going to ink it. Let me just kind of go over my original line art in ink. Yeah, a little bit.
Want it louder?
What did you type in?
Non-copyrighted background music.
I can't really see shit because it's out of focus.
We're looking more down at your
All right.
eyes and less at the keyboard.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Not better. But eventually we'll get the kinks worked out. So here's where we're at. We got the Ladies of Apogee. We're going to ink this, do some more pop, some more flair through the inking process. I'm going to start off with some micron pens, which I like to use for inking. And then some spots I'll use a brush. So let's.
We have 2 viewers.
We got 2 viewers, and they're being shy. They're not saying nothing.
Say hello.
Say hello.
Let us know you're here.
And since I'm running it on 3 different sites, it's kind of hard to tell where the comments are coming from. So.
We have Ashley and we have Shane.
All right, Shane Taylor, my man, the colorist.
Hi, Ashley.
And Ashley's here, our new #1 fan.
Our new #1 fan. I know, you're so itchy. How's everybody doing tonight?
Then I got a colorist lined up.
Do you?
Yeah.
Who's coloring this one?
I forgot his name, but he goes by the Absolver. He has a comic book called The Absolver. He messaged me on Instagram. He's like, hey, do you have colors for this? And I'm like, no, not yet. And he showed me some of the samples. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll give him a shot.
Okay, but I get to color it too.
Yeah, of course.
I wanted to color the ladies.
Apparently, a lot of our a lot of the fans, a lot of the watchers from last night wanted you to color it as well, especially Juan.
Especially who?
Juan.
Juan. I'm a painter, so I'm used to being able to blend my colors and play with my colors on canvases. So going digital is a bit different for me.
No, she figures out that she can do the exact same thing.
Hey, out, both of you. Why are you rolling on the rug? I can tell because you have Meryl's hair stuck to you. Oh.
That's how she rolls, honey.
He.
No, that's how he rolls then.
I've been patiently waiting for you to draw the ladies of Apogee. So
Everybody
I can
has.
play with their colors.
Everybody has. Everybody's been
It would be
patient.
really awesome if I could get you to draw something on a canvas where I can
Yeah.
actually paint it. I love playing with different brushes. I like to paint. I haven't painted in a while. I'm gonna have to get back into doing that. I think we need to get more canvases. I think I only have like 2 left.
Well, now that we don't waste our time being lethargic and drinking on the couch, we got a little bit more time available in our hands here.
Well, it doesn't help that like I bought all my canvases at the end of Christmas time, and when they were all buy one get one over at Michael's, and 2 of them came with holes in them.
Oh, did they really have it?
I can repair them, but it's pain. I'm not a fan of repairing canvas, but I can do it.
You gotta like stretch and stuff, right?
Gotta get putty. I can do it with putty. Like I can't repair the back one, but the front I can repair with
Well, here's what I like about inking as opposed to doing the initial pencils is that I can cover a lot more space with a brush and ink. I don't have to be doing this with a pencil like I am with the pencils.
Yeah.
So mainly I'll just outline the figures and then go in here. I mean, the detail work I'll go a little bit more into.
You
But
said to use a transfer file to get your art on the canvas.
I have one. I have this really cool one.
Does it work like a projection screen?
For those of you that don't know, it looks like this.
Hey, Kaden, can you get the dogs a treat, please? Sorry, I didn't.
All right, so it looks like this, and here we go. And it turns on like that. So what you do is, so I got this, right? But we'll just say this is your canvas. I hope I don't drop this on my junk.
Don't drop it on your.
I don't want to drop it on my junk. And then, let's say we'll take this image right here, right?
Okay. Oh, snaps.
Boom. And that's how that works. You can find these on Amazon. I'm trying to be affiliate and get paid for doing this stuff. So there's a good way to do that, and that's through an affiliate program. And if enough people share and like my stuff, then I will.
I can put that inside one of my bigger
Yeah.
canvases. Like it would fit.
By doing that, for everything that gets kind of sold, they'll give me like codes and discounts and stuff like
That
that.
would be really awesome. We could definitely try that.
I got all the information. I was just my buddy J.R. Hanley from the Bastards and Blades podcast told me about it. I just got to look up that email he sent me about it.
I haven't painted in a while.
But I've never tried to transfer it onto a canvas, so this will actually be a kind of a fun experience, or completely frustrating.
My last painting that I did was Nightmare Before Christmas, and it actually came out really cool. We have
I'm so glad our neighbors moved without paying us for it.
right,
What did we learn there, Marissa?
money first.
Get the money first.
I didn't know our neighbors were moving at that point. I didn't know they were leaving yet. So I figured they were next door, and as soon as you have the money, you just give it to me. And we had the wedding to go to. That's what it was for.
Wrong.
Yep, I messed up. But it's okay, because I can remake it. The only downfall is I actually did this really cool design in the sky when I painted it. I really liked the design on our paper towels at that point in time. It was really neat, like shapes and whatnot.
Shapes and whatnot.
When I painted the sky, I kind of did a little image transferring with the paper towels, and I pushed them into the paint and then peeled the paper towels, and so that really cool design was in the sky, and it came out really cool. Our old neighbors had a wedding that weekend. They loved it. They bought it, but they didn't buy it. I may have had one too many to drink at that point because we were out at the bonfire when we started talking.
Oh, yeah.
We were a little tipsy. And I was like, yeah, no problem. You can pay me when you have the cash. We're good. No problem. Take it. And they went to the wedding, and the couple loved it. And a week later, they moved out. They got restationed and did not pay me for the painting.
Back when I was doing.
And it had like holographic paint in the eyes of Oogie Boogie, who was built into the mountain. It was really neat looking. It had Zero down in the graveyard and Jack and Sally up on top of the mountain with the moon behind them and everything. And yeah, they got a free painting. Oh no, it gets even worse, babe. I didn't sign that one either. He could totally claim that one as his own because I totally didn't even sign that painting. It was a work in progress.
Was that movie, that show we watched yesterday, where the guy like took his cousin's paintings and hung them up in his office and he forged his.
Oh my god, what was that called? It's in the list.
That fucking stupid movie.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
Excuse the swearing.
It had
Things Heard and Seen.
Things Heard and Seen with Amanda Seyfried in it.
God, it was okay.
It
just.
I should have signed it, but it was a work in progress. It was not done. And yeah, they got away.
I need like a bigger one of these. I need to switch that out for that.
Switch the arms.
Yeah.
We can do it later.
Because right now I'm not. Thank God I'm wearing my glasses today. I'm about to knock myself in the freaking head here. How many people we got watching? 3? That's cool. It's a Friday night, so I understand people are out partying it up, dude.
We had a day date today.
Hey,
Ray.
I should not be allowed.
Hey, Ray.
In Walmart or Target.
But it's totally okay. No, so I got a little bonus from work, and so we went and had fun today while we could listen to it. It was fun. We got out of the house. We got to spend some time together. Had lunch.
Lunch was key. We had to have lunch. Arby's, baby.
We had Arby's.
Got some Arby's in there.
They were out of potato cake, so I was very sad. But
we made do with jalapeno poppers and curly fries.
They had a couple of the new crinkle cut fries in there, which were surprisingly good.
Yeah, they weren't bad. They weren't bad.
They were crispy.
The quality of curly fries is decreasing, which kind of
upsets me. They weren't really curly fries. They were like sea fries.
Yeah, they're like, remember like the curly fries used to be like this long? You'd get like at least 10 of them where they're that long. Now it's like curly crumbs.
They were all seeds.
It's curly crumbs.
I love the potato cakes, but they were out. They were currently out of potato cakes. So
she was upset.
Very sad.
At least the guy understood the pain when you're like, oh, I was looking forward to those.
I was looking forward to, I was like, because we went into Target before we went to Arby's. So I was looking so forward to those potato cakes the whole time we were in Target. And we drove to this Target that is not our local Target. We drove all the way out to basically another little town.
Otay Mesa, East Lakes area.
To get our new Hunt to Killer game, which we are going to be playing tonight. I'm very excited. Should we do that live on TikTok?
We can.
That would be really
But we have to end it when we try to solve it.
Yeah, so that because they can't know. They can't know this. We can't be a.
Or we'll have to. Oh yeah, because it'd be live. We can't edit it like we can.
We'll just go live and we'll try to solve it. It'll be fine. We take over our entire bed when we play.
One actual cover. Exactly. See, I don't think I've ever. Are the potato cakes kind of like wedges? Or are they actual like cakes?
No, they look like
the triangles, right? Okay, yeah. So I have had them. They are delicious.
I love them.
I don't know if ranch is a suitable sauce for them.
So I don't just use the ranch, that special sauce that I made with the Arby's sauce, the 3-pepper sauce, and the little bit of ranch mixed into it. What's up?
I think I might have gotten another breakthrough.
Okay, I'm over here. I'm not in the camera. What's your breakthrough?
Okay, so it says anytime. Which it were just you.
Mayo with potato cakes?
it
Oh,
were-
hell yeah.
It were just us.
I'll make sure that she adds you.
Without
Or if you add TikTok, just add her at Green Eyed
I
Girl.
didn't do anything with that yet.
And then I'm at Mando_agent.
What does this seem like to you?
It seems like a message back to the first one.
There you go. Bye bye.
Did you unlock the thing?
He did.
Oh, well.
After I broke.
Because that's the only way he would have got the other letter.
After I broke it down.
This
Go.
way.
Go. Shoot.
Be gone with you. Go solve murders.
He's playing our first one.
Got it, and it's C. The last letter is C. But
Okay.
I don't know what to do after this.
You read the rest of the stuff that was in the bag thoroughly.
That'll start giving you understanding of who did it.
He's playing our first hunt killer. I definitely will ask you. Ashley, ask you.
Ashoo.
Ashley.
Ashoo.
I think Dylan follows my TikToks.
Yeah, he's on there. He hops on there all the time when we're
My
on.
life. So he knows where to find me. If you know how to spell my maiden name, which is Dylan's last name, you'll
Oh, yeah, you're not it. It's M.L. a priori.
Yeah, it's them left. No, I made potato cakes. But we had fun. So we wound up with a bunch of new action figures.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them. And we got a new hunt killer, a medium one this time. We started with the easy one just to kind of get our feet
Not
wet.
low medium either. Like, we got
It's
it should be.
it's almost to the high point, like the difficulty. But I'm excited.
Ray suggested mayo with potato cakes. I'm down for that.
Well, I really like my different spots.
I left alive for a second. What did you say? She's going to add you, Ash. I'm assuming you go by Ash sometimes. Every Ashley I've ever met has gone by Ash.
If you get on TikTok and you look up Emma Lapriori, I'm like the only one, so it's the only thing that I keep my maiden name on. Because people don't think to look for me with my maiden name.
I know, right?
Anything. They look for either Denim or Gerber.
As
So
I
I'm just
should.
still chewing them, so
I think it's habit at this point.
I know it's driving me nuts. But I'm really excited because the first one we did, which the kid is currently working on, so if you want to play it, ignore him talking about the clues because he will come in here and ask again, is Death in a Dive Bar.
Oh, you shorty? Okay.
And the one that we're playing tonight is Death at a Motel. And I'm super excited about this. Like I'm actually contemplating getting the mailed ones where they mail you a new.
There's like, did we find one for like $30 a month?
I think so. I might
We-
just do it.
We keep not drinking. That's a spare like $300 a month right there. We can spend
They're
on.
really good. Like I'm super excited. A lot of people call her Ash, but most of her friends call her Shorty.
Call her Shody. What up, Shody?
Miss Ma'am.
Miss Ma'am.
We were just discussing that earlier.
What's that?
Pet names versus actual names. Pet names versus actual names. Our landlords live in the back portion of the house underneath it, and they have 3 daughters, and their youngest one has grown into her vocabulary, which I'm loving. And she cracks me up because this morning she's all, "Good morning, Miss Marissa." And I'm like, "Good morning, Haley." And she goes, "What?" And I'm like, "What's the matter?" She goes, "No, you call me honey." And we got into this conversation because when he calls me Marissa, I kind of am the same way. Like, what? What did I do? Why are you mad
Yeah,
at
what
me?
did I do? What is going on here?
Why are you mad at me?
Why are you mad?
And yeah. And it's funny because not a lot of people get permission to call Nick Nicholas. And I got permission very early on in our relationship, but the only time I call him Nicholas is when I tried every other name first to get his attention. Honey, baby, sugar, darling, king of my heart, apple of my eye, Nick.
And I'm like, what the hell did I do?
And then he finally gets, Nicholas! What?
Why are you acting crazy?
I've been calling you.
I thought you called me Bay.
He calls you shit? Excuse my language.
No, before anyone else. Or best artist ever.
Yeah, but isn't it German? It means shit.
No, it's Norwegian for poop.
All there is in here is just the person that's trying to buy the bar and the one.
And who's the guy trying to buy the bar talking to about selling the bar?
Tate P. Trevor
Who's he talking to?
to Nick Webster, and then he talks to Sherry. And
Who's Sherry?
Sherry's the wife of Nick Webster. Not that.
Okay, Kate.
No, we know.
You don't need to talk to them. Okay, so basically what you're telling me is the wife was trying to sell the bar underneath the husband.
No, the husband also understood.
The husband understood what?
Well, I mean, like, at this point, he agreed with it
No, he did not. Go read it all again.
because he wrote his name down here and
That is the last will and testament. Do you know what a last will and testament is?
No.
Where you want your stuff to go when you die. I suggest you read the entire last will and testament because that will explain a lot about the bar. Bye.
Why do you think it was locked up, Caden?
Very important
We
information.
usually do, when you lock something away, what is the purpose of it?
it's meant to be like a rare thing, kind of like very important information.
It's meant to be important or it's special, right?
Super important information. You should probably read all of it, correct?
Yes.
Okay, bye.
I read through it.
Obviously not well
Hopefully that helps, Morty. Morty, you gotta.
He thinks he can skim through it.
Yeah, he like skim read like he's at school,
He
you know.
skim reads like he's at school and thinks he's gonna get all the clues by doing that. So we're trying to get him to sit down and read each bit of evidence and try to figure out who the killer is. We already know. We already solved that one. So, yeah. So back to our conversation. Anyway. Yeah, it's German, isn't it?
It's Norwegian
Norwegian
for poop.
or poo. Please don't ever. You told me that from the get-go. Please don't ever call me babe. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
I wrote. So we watched a few movies last night. We watched Pulse.
To Rich, yeah, I speak to him quite a bit. He's been pretty busy lately with his book, so like at least once a month. I mean, we chat, but we'll do like a little video call every once in a while.
Mind your business, Alexa. So if you're trying to really like get your attention span like really focused, these games are actually really good for it.
Dude, your saliva is dripping down my foot. That's gross.
Don't. Because you can read something and you're like, okay, I got this. You know, I can move that out of my way, and then you'll move on to another piece of evidence, and then you're like, wait a minute, didn't I read something about that? And you have to double back and read through it again a little bit closely, pay a little bit more attention. We actually had a notebook. We grabbed a notebook and we started keeping notes as we were playing through it. So that way we can kind of keep tabs on things that we found important, dates, times, intersections, because we talked about certain intersections. You really got to put on your, excuse me.
You gotta put on your detective hat for sure.
Hat, which we get to do tonight. I got myself a new detective hat today. I'm very excited. Very excited. They're definitely fun. Target has the second one on sale right now. We got it for what, like $23 today?
Yeah, it's usually almost 30.
It's like a $30 game. We got it for $23 today, so we were really excited about that.
We might
First
as well.
Target didn't have
We
it.
might as well just get the service at this point.
So we dipped up to the other one where we found the Arby's. Didn't have the pancakes. But we still have it. It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah, we need to.
We did a little in the car celebration. My EpiPens were not ridiculously expensive like we thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
Last time I went to buy EpiPens, which was years ago, keep in mind, I'd have to say the last time I bought EpiPens was during the Obama administration. My EpiPens were $400 with insurance.
Okay, so I'm just read through it again.
Knock knock.
That is it.
Interrupting cow. You.
You say, excuse me when you come in. I saw you on the camera. What's up? Come on.
I reread both of these, and I also just remembered that it said that I find, in the instructions it said I find 3 pieces of information, but yet I only found 2. Wait, oh yeah, the blended. These 2 were folded together. Never mind.
That was 2, and the envelope was 3,
Yes.
which gave you information.
Yes, I was at a 9 stuff.
Who do you think the killer is?
Scotty Watson, what's up, bro?
Go get your piece of paper, write it down. Like, look at everything that you know, the letters between the 2 people, all the information you have. Write down who you think it is and bring it to me, because we're not going to ruin it for anybody on the live by you saying it aloud.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I'm gonna get all this outline work done, and then I can start slinging the actual ink.
What's on our movie list tonight?
I don't know, whatever dumb shit we find on either Shudder or Amazon Prime or Netflix. I know we found some good. They were good movies. They just the ending sucked. It was like it was written by the
It's very like
Billy from It, you know, not Billy. That was George's brother's name.
Bill.
Bill, yeah, Bill.
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 They were very unsatisfying.
Yeah, Scotty, these are all original characters. We have the Regent, who's modeled after my wife, at least, you know, facial wise and hairstyle. So every time if you see this character change her hairstyle, that means my wife has changed her hairstyle. This is Corvid, and can't really see her because she's in blue. That's Sparrow. These 2 are partners. This one, they would fit into these 2's world and vice versa. So I really am going to push from here moving into 2022 because I want these ladies' books out. So I'm gonna have to beg, borrow, and steal, and rely on the kindness of some of my fellow artists to help me out because I can't draw everything. I wish I could. But I can't.
Most of our horror movies lately, they just had like very unsatisfying endings.
Yeah. Kind of just leaves you like, dude, that was it. And then it's what they'll have those endings where you almost feel stupid because you didn't get it. You're like, am I dumb because I didn't get it, or they just didn't tell a good story?
Or did they set it up for number 2 where we get the rest of the answers? Like, yeah, that's it.
Man, everything's turning out good today. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. I just got a message from AT&T. They're like, hey, we accidentally overcharged you. Here's your reimbursement. I'm like, dude. I'm like, I switched to your service because it was cheaper, and that you sent me a bill that was more expensive than what I used to pay. Did you get it right?
Nay, sorry. I got really excited.
What's that?
Sorry.
She made what?
Him.
No. She didn't make him sign anything to give his belongings away. The last will and testament is his choice.
Yeah,
It's
nobody
what
can make
he
you.
wanted to do. But who wasn't getting anything upon his death?
Sherry. Oh.
I'd be pretty upset.
Okay, well,
Did that, but
did I just read down and share with you, or did they already know?
That's what I don't like about the game, though. It's like they don't make you figure out motive. You just figure out who did it.
Well, we did figure out motive.
No, we figured out motive, but they don't put in the epilogue or.
Mind your business.
Mistress Stabby Stabby?
Yeah, mind your business.
Sorry, I just read that.
Yeah, because you're too busy paying attention to the computer. On Nick's little table thing underneath the iPad is an envelope. Bring me the envelope.
The envelope, please.
The envelope, please. Do not open it. Bring it to me.
It's a good time to follow instrucciones.
Why is it taking this long?
Because it's Katie.
Are you absolutely sure?
And the survey says.
You can never, ever, ever tell anybody else who wants to play the game the answer. You understand me?
You dig?
I did. Wow.
You get it right?
Did you get it right?
Okay.
It's yes or no.
A little busy right now, buddy.
Yes.
Okay, read that part.
Dr. Steph and Mark.
In your head. In your head. How was the boat training, babe?
Oh, it was pretty good. It's just close quarters maneuvering stuff. A lot of us are getting ready to go to the vessel commander course for this particular type of vessel. So since we're a brand new program for this sector, they have us. There's not an option, so they're throwing a lot of training and resources at us. It's a good thing. I like training. I love training.
This will teach you how to read everything thoroughly when you're in school.
And it has a little picture of that.
Mm-hmm.
But then how about the picture of the back and the background? Nice, but like, why would she be standing there just looking through the window?
You didn't read through the notes properly.
She was just standing there, just like, hi, I'm looking
Are
through
you
the
sure
window.
that was her?
No, it could have not been her, but I mean, who else could have?
If you looked at that picture on the side, there's a side of the
Height
door. There's a height chart.
that tells you how tall the person was.
Oh.
And they found the boots in whose car?
And Chris's card.
It's in Chris's car, but she borrowed it.
But who did she not ask to borrow the car? So who else could have been in the? Which means
Chris was in the mask. Okay. Chris was the one looking in the window.
okay. Which means
I love it when kids are trying to figure stuff out. You can see that light
he's too
bulb.
busy staring at himself in the
You are a
camera.
true narcissist, aren't you?
Why is it narcissist?
Someone that is in love with themselves. You're over there just focused
I'm just saying.
on a picture of yourself in the screen like the demon from Constantine in the beginning.
Okay, so yes, no. What does that mean?
Goofy.
It means that he was wearing the demon mask, meaning this maybe he was in on it.
There we
you
go. There we
So
go.
put everything back in the box. Don't tear any of my stuff.
Everyone watches like, man, you guys are dicks. We're trying to teach him to pay closer attention to things. It's one of the problems he kind of has. Not just in school, but in life.
He's not been diagnosed with ADHD, but he has ADHD tendencies. He's very, very, very easily distracted.
I mean, most kids are easily distracted. We get that, but he takes it up a notch.
Yeah.
What I love about inking my own stuff is it gives me a chance to redraw some of the mistakes I didn't notice. Thanks, Forbes, you dickhead. Yeah, it's not I mean, I trace my own stuff. No, I want the guy who actually draws Blunt Man and Chronic to sign it. Trace a chalk outline around your dead effing body. Your mother's a tracer. All right. Miss you too, bro. No, we're even further away apart.
You guys haven't figured it out yet. His drawing table is to my left. I keep looking over there, even though I have the screen on the screen in front of me. I keep looking over to watch him do it.
You're looking at the wrong side, or what?
In the screen, it looks like I'm looking that way.
Oh,
That
yeah, it's
way.
all mirrored.
I genuinely like to watch him work. It's crazy, I know.
Weirdo.
Weirdo.
Well, I actually said it was. She said therapeutic. I think it's cathartic to kind of watch other people draw. Confuses people that aren't artists. They're like, man, you already know how to draw just as good as this guy. Why do you watch him? It's like, because you can always pick up stuff. You know, you might see him have like a little trick or a shortcut on how to do something.
Daddy says, what's this for?
Just fun. It'll probably be used for promotional stuff later on. I'm not going to be doing any cons this year. I'm going to try and get back on the con circuit, the con wagon come 2022. So I'm just kind of like using this time to get some pinups and posters, potential covers, things like that done before all that happens. I need to send you a light board. I got one. I was displaying it earlier.
You missed that part of life.
And I've tried to ink off the light board, off my original pencils. I hate it. My brain just does not want to play ball with it. So I switched to blue lining it and printing it out and then inking it from there. You were eating steak earlier? What kind? Sirloin, ribeye, porterhouse?
Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. I've always wanted to put a weapon on here. I think I'll put a little blade.
What is he doing?
The kid? I don't know.
He's all ta-da.
He's very happy with his. Oh, ribeye. No, I'm using StreamYard.
Shower kid.
So much easier than using OBS.
Yes.
I was using OBS and Restream for a while. You had to pay like $20 to be able to stream on Facebook. And then what I like about StreamYard is that you can stream it to 3 different locations. So I stream it through two Facebook pages. Facebook page, my personal page, and it streams to YouTube as well at the same time. And what I like about StreamYard is that it'll consolidate all the comments from all the different platforms. So you could be seeing me on YouTube, and I'll be able to see your comments, along with the people from Facebook, and because you never know who's going to be, what page they're watching the stream on. So, oops, keep knocking my brushes over. I love ribeyes. We just had ribeyes last week, didn't we? Last week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So good.
With the pesto.
The pesto and some raviolis.
Was so good. It was cheese and spinach raviolis with pesto sauce.
Yeah, that turned out really good.
And asparagus.
Oh yeah, asparagus with shout out that YouTube channel. Tell them to sub. Oh yeah, if you have a YouTube, if you follow YouTube, you have a YouTube. I don't know. If you're on YouTube, you want stuff on YouTube, give me a sub. There's the Apogee Comics YouTube channel, this is also streaming on that. You can give my personal one a sub as well. Yeah, give me over 1,500. Was it? I don't know how many Brian has. Give me more than Brian. I want to get monetized.
If you have a Gmail, you have a YouTube.
Yep, pretty much. VOD tip. Okay, I still want copies of your books, but I'll send you a link to the website, and you can pick and choose which ones you want.
We're still trying to get him to 1,000 followers on TikTok, y'all.
Oh yeah, if you have a TikTok, come with me up there too.
So you can go live on TikTok too.
The Mando agent.
I've had people watch me do lives on TikTok, and they'll watch me do weird stuff. Like they'll just sit there.
They watched her cook for like 2 hours once. Well, a couple of times.
Yeah, they watch me do my makeup.
TikTok's a strange place, but
I could literally sit there and eat my Cheez-Its with music playing in the background, and they would come and chill
movies
and have conversations with me. I still want copies of your books, brother.
Yeah, I gotta get him some. I can send you some digital ones in the meantime. I just need your to shoot me a DM with your email address.
Why is bugging out at me, bud?
Because he loves you.
No, he loves what is in the box.
And you have the box, which means he loves you. That's what that means.
Our dogs are weird.
Oh.
They like hot and spicy snacks like me.
And it doesn't hurt them. That's the weird thing. You're not supposed to give dogs usually spicy stuff. But
these are the hot and spicy Cheez-Its, y'all. We're not sponsored by Cheez-Its, but they're tasty.
I'll give him a shout if he gets his free Cheez-Its.
Right? I'll totally review every flavor of Cheez-Its if they want to sponsor.
Yeah, there's your, get that man some Cardinal. The Crimson Paladin, formerly the Crimson Guardians. The main man. The Demon Hunter. And his buddy. Reckoning.
I like Bengali.
Yeah, the wife's a Bengali fan. She's a Bengali fan.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
The Demon of San Diego.
I have a special place in my heart for the region. But I like Bengali.
She's still in development. We'll get her out. Actually, that's the next thing. After I get all this tuned up, doing these pinups, I need to get back to work on issue 2 for the Cardinal. Written by Ray Merrick, who you'll see in the comments section. Be drawn by myself. And then I also got to work on the second half of the Phantom Hawk issue 2, which was also written by Ray. And the first half was drawn by Dino Igor.
Still a fan of Solarian Prime.
Gotta love Solarian. You're gonna love. You're gonna love this new version. Well, not really a new version, updated version. It's gonna really kind of tie the universe together. That's about all I can say without giving away too much. But that first issue, Solarian Prime, the best way to describe it is Cool Hand Luke in space. I need to clone myself, Ray, is what I need to do. And just lock him in here, give him food and water.
Say hello to Eric, babe.
What's up, Top?
Can you put your signature real quick?
Bro.
We'll have to do that later.
Bro, it's Friday. I am not worried about your yellow folder for 2 more days. Out. You just came in here so you could see yourself on the camera again.
No, I actually saw
No. It says Mistress Stabby Stabby, not Caden Show.
We canceled that like in October. He loves the attention. Multiplicity, exactly. Right now, it's unless you get into the older stuff I've done. Yeah, for Apogee, it's just 3 books. Well, 4 technically. You have you got Bengali, Crimson Guardians, Phantom Hawk, War Drums, and there's 2 issues of Bengali that are out. She touched my pepe, Dave.
No multiplicity. Please, God, no. Because you'll let number 7 out. I don't like him.
No, we're only going to clone 2.
I'll have to deal with it all. Please, dear God. No.
So I'm worried about number 7.
No.
Lucky number 11.
Corbin and Sparrow?
That 8-pager of Corbin and Sparrow is done, but I was going to save that to put it in the first issue. The pages that Hakeem did were amazing, but he's really expensive. If I can get him at a cheaper rate, that'd be awesome, but I don't see that happening. He's blowing up, so he's definitely going to charge me more money. And I'm kind of I'm doing comics on a budget right now. What's on my? I was hiding with that ruler. My rulers were hiding from me. Rude. What's he charging these days, or even before? I had him locked in originally at like $50 a page, and I think he's definitely a lot higher than that now. Does great work. And he's really busy too. He's putting out a lot of stuff for other indies. So
he's totally giving spoilers to his friends.
Who?
The kid.
No. If I hear him say I did it without any help, I'm gonna go in there and rat him out. Yeah, but it's all tough about it, when Jaws popped out of the water. I was like, hello there.
He's like, oh, when Jaws came out of the water, I was like,
I don't normally put out people's page rates, because that's like, for me, my page rate depends on the job. Like there's some jobs that
And then we showed him the video.
I've lowballed myself on because I liked the project and I thought it would be fun to work on. But then you get some guys, Nate Gibson, that you know, think that because they're paying you that you are in complete servitude to them and expect you to be available 24/7, and that's not how that works. So, and then they think they're being petty and, you know, really sticking it to you and send you a copy of the book that you were originally going to be on, and you already did a couple of pages for in a really awesome cover. Time's almost up for what? Am I running out of time?
No.
What am I running out of time on? Now I'm confused. I don't want to be confused.
So this, what was he, a creator?
Nacho Quesadilla? Oh, he was a writer.
He's a writer.
He was a writer. And the only reason I took on the project, one, he was really desperate. I liked the script. So I was like, okay, I'll do you a solid. I just moved out here and I needed a project.
Yeah,
to
that
keep
guy
me
was,
busy.
that guy.
The samurai guy. Yeah, he sent me a copy. He finally got the book done. And he sent me a copy of it. It's kind of like, I don't know, maybe it was like an FU. I don't know. Or like,
It looked
I still got it done. It was ridiculously horrible.
It looked like, the first couple pages looked like somebody tried to recreate in their
Reynolds would have drawn a better book. Reynolds has skills.
recreate what Nick had already drawn. And then as the book went on, it looked like there was like another artist.
It got progressively worse.
And then as it continued on, it looked like there was another artist. And by the end, they pretty much looked like stick figures.
Yeah, it was horrible. I haven't worked for 50 a page in years. Oh, yeah. I kept the book.
Where did we even put it?
It's somewhere around here.
It's somewhere.
I know I didn't throw it out. I know that.
I think it might be in the window. In
Well-
the windowsill. In the living room.
Did I put it on my indie rack wall?
No.
I don't think so. I need to get another one of those, by the way.
I threw it somewhere.
Oh, it's so bad, Brady. It's so bad. So bad.
So, like, he called right before our wedding. And we told him it was our wedding weekend. We're
And
like,
that I wasn't going to be available.
It's not going to be available. It's our wedding weekend. We're getting married, like, this weekend. I was like, but as soon as we're back in California, y'all can work on your project.
Yeah.
We're standing outside the chapel with the two other couples that were getting married at that point in time, and my parents. And his phone starts ringing. Now I thought maybe it was his parents or something. Nope. It's this guy. And
Oh, yeah.
he wanted to discuss the time frame, what was going to be done.
I am up
what
for a
needed
TV show
to
recommendation,
change.
Scotty. Always up for new TV.
And I'm just standing there. And keep in mind,
It's the happiest day of her life. She gets to marry me.
it was not my proudest day. I was so hungry. And by the time the food got to us, it was too late for me to eat it.
It was getting so bad that I was like, you know, it's not too late to call this off.
I was so hungry that I was getting hangry.
I love zombies.
And for
Love zombies.
this guy to call right before we went in, after we told him that he was not available, I was so irritated.
The icing on the cake, I mean, that was just, I still wasn't going to leave the project. It was, what did it for me is he gets his Kickstarter, his Indiegogo going. Or no, it was an Indiegogo. Something he had never.
Kingdom on Netflix.
Kingdom. Oh, is that like the, was that during Feudal Japan and they have the zombies there? Is that the one?
Kingdom.
I think it's on my watch list. I haven't gotten around to watching it yet.
I'm adding it to the list.
Okay. So, this dude,
The audacity.
the audacity, he launches his crowdfunding, right? And he tells me, he's like, so, you know, I noticed that you have a lot of backers on your crowdfunding. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay, you think those people are going to show up? And I'm like, if I'm attached to it, there's a really good chance that my friends will support me and share, at least share it. You know, they'll spread the word. But he was thinking that like my friends have deep pockets. Some of them do. Some of them have some pretty deep pockets. So he creates some of these tiers that were like $500. And my buddy Dave, he hops on there because those $500 tiers were like going to be these big, one-of-a-kind original Nick Garber art pieces, customs, you know, for whatever the backer wanted. I was going to draw whatever they wanted. And so a couple of days go by. The first day, he set his expectations way too high. He was like, "Oh man, like we're gonna get like 10,000 on the first day," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I think you didn't hire EVS, man. You hired me. Like, you might get a couple hundred the first day, but it ain't gonna be 10,000. That's for dang sure. He didn't listen to me. A lot of his friends were back in it. You know, and then he get like the second or third day, he gets pissed. First day he contacted me, he was all kind of like, "I don't get it, man. What the hell?" You know, I'm like, "Dude, it is the first day out of 30. It's gonna be all right. Don't shit yourself. It's gonna be fun." Well, I didn't believe me. Third day, he's like, "Man, it seems like my friends are the ones that they're carrying the weight of this, you know, Indiegogo." I'm like, "Dude, calm down. It's gonna be fine, you know. I've done enough of these." And I think the limit was like, the goal was like $2,000 or something like that. So he had like his friends had contributed like $500 back, like $500 worth of this project. And then he's freaking out and he went off on me. It's like, "My friends are doing the lion's share of the work and blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Okay."
It was day 2.
Oh, there's echo? Oh, crap. It's because I'm talking too close to my phone. For some reason, I didn't mute it. Okay. Is there still an echo? Hopefully not. It's not letting me. Let's see here. No. Okay. I guess there's some echo going on.
Is it your phone?
Probably. I don't know. Or I'm talking really close to this microphone here. So,
You do have the camera, but
yeah. And I forgot that it's this microphone. So, it's gone now? All right. So
was that comic.
what comic?
No word.
Oh, the comic? I don't know. I put it somewhere. So, like the third day, he goes on this tirade about how his friends are the ones doing it, and that apparently it's my fault that my friends aren't dumping their hard-earned money into this comic. So I was like, "Dude, you can't talk to me like that." I tried being professional, and I just like, "Hey, listen, dude, if you keep talking to me like that, I'm gonna leave the project." And then he was like, "No, you're under contract." I'm like, "It's not notarized. That my lawyer can get through that contract really, really quick. So don't be pulling that shit." And then my buddy Dave, he comes through and drops like $1,500, like right off the bat. All the $500 tiers he bought up, and then then the creator of the comic is like, "Hey, take back everything I said. I'm sorry." I'm like, "All right, don't let it happen again." And then he kept wanting me available at all hours of the day and night. And so I'm like, "Dude, I got a job. You collect social security at your house and don't do shit. You know, you have all the time in the world to write because, you know, you don't have any other responsibilities." And I eventually just had enough. I'm like, "Listen, dude, I don't want to be on this project anymore." He's like, "Oh, you're still under contract. I'm going to sue you." And I'm like, "Good luck. Here's my lawyer's name." It's like, "Oh, I'm going to sue you. This is so unprofessional." And then he's like, "Oh, I live in your head rent free." Then he tries to taunt me into like working on his book. He's like, "You missed a hell of an opportunity. This was going to blow up and be huge." And I'm like, "Dude, I've heard that so many times. I guess I'll just have to miss out." And so it's like, "I want this stuff done. All the pages that you promised me, I want it done by like December 4th. I'm like, "Oh, well, you're gonna be waiting longer than that because I ain't doing it." Oh yeah, he was so awesome. Well, look for mine, and then I'll shoot you a private message. Um, Mando _ agent. I think that's my TikTok name. I think. I don't know. I have to check. So long story short, I didn't do the work for him, and then it's about a month ago we get a package in the mail. My wife's like, "It's from Nick Gibson." I'm like, "What the hell is he sending me, dude?" So we open it up, and yeah, it's his finished book. I was like, "Oh, he finished the book. Let's take a look at what he did." And it was horrible. The artwork was atrocious. I was like, I can't believe you put this out. I was embarrassed for him. That's turned pretty good. And I get to do the TikTok scares you. Oh, because it's a China company. Yeah. So I met my wife, man. Whoever Fluffy Queen is, she started following me. Is that you, Ash? Because I just got the alert that someone named Fluffy Queen was adding me. Other people, yeah. Here's what I like about TikTok is that the algorithm, which is better than any dating website, um, it's your own personal experience. You know, they'll show you a lot of things at first. I don't know. Do they ask you what you're into when you first set up your TikTok? I don't remember.
No, not
Like
mine. But
hobbies,
I started,
interests.
a long time ago.
Oh, Ash found Blood Bus on TikTok now, so we got new followers.
Really, he needs more followers than me. We want to get him.
I'm sitting at like 8,
We want to
90
get
or
him to
something
the
like
point
that.
where he goes live.
So I'd be going live on this and then have like my phone.
Running as well, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to run comments on my iPad for this. I'm gonna have like a whole. It look like the back computer after a bit.
Yeah, I don't know where that comment went. Poof.
Did we throw it away?
I did not.
I didn't throw it away. I was kind of keeping it as like something to cheer me up because I didn't do that project.
No, I did not throw it away. Actually, I made sure to take it out of the package before I burned the package.
It did what it was called Musically. Oh yeah, yeah, Musically. And now Musically becomes TikTok. TikTok is now the modern day Vine.
Yeah.
Like, wait, didn't Vine become Musically?
Yeah. Vine became Musically became TikTok.
Gotcha. Got some people.
I started a while back, and my For You page was it was totally random at first. Like it had kind of a mixture of everything. And the more that I hit the like button, the more it started changing to what was more my interest. And at one point, I fell into the downward spiral of
Tiki-talkie.
Cop Talk. Cop Talk. And it just
right back.
kind of, I really don't know where that went. That stick. But if you stay in a certain side of TikTok for too long, that's all your For You page will become. Like I'd have to say 2 or 3 days, my whole entire TikTok was nothing but military people and cops, like first responders. And this was like, right before the pandemic. And then as, the pandemic hit, it kind of definitely started really, really adding a lot of cops and a lot of firefighters and a lot of first responders actually to it because they were bored.
I got a shitload of books I gotta read.
And then the more that I kept liking things and going through things, it just kind of added to it more and more and more.
Are those streams on your personal YouTube? They're on my they're on the Apogee YouTube right now. These ones that I've started doing since the ban got lifted on me.
But I wound up basically what my For You page looks like now is moms of TikTok. I still have a few first responders on there and like military dudes and chicks.
Military dudes. Got some military dudes in
Well,
there.
yeah, you don't just delete followers because you get married.
Yeah.
That's how you lose followers.
You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to delete people just because you get married.
That's crazy.
Unless they're like trying to get in your pants, then delete them. I deleted all those. But really, like most of mine is like the artists of TikTok is a big one now. Like I have a lot of painters, people that make like different tumblers, like cups, and everything has become political.
Yeah,
In the last couple of days, like every single one of my moms of TikToks, cops of TikToks, military of TikToks, all of them have gone political in the last couple of days, and not that I can blame them, but that's just what my For You page has turned into. What's yours look like?
I haven't gone on there in a bit. I see the ones that you send me, and then
I know, like for a while, a lot of yours was a lot of cosplay, like a lot of Star Wars and a lot of cosplay.
Yeah, I had a lot of cosplay going on for a while.
And it's just the more stuff that you like, the more it updates your For You page. Because for a while there, I followed Dylan, and once I followed Dylan, that kind of put me in a whole different spectrum of TikTok. And I wound up in LGBTQ TikTok for a few days, and it took a while for my normal TikTok to kind of catch up with me. You can't find it either, can you?
What?
The comic.
The comic? No, it's around here somewhere.
I know it is. I just don't know where we put it.
No clue.
Because we came in here and we cleaned the office, and then.
We sure did. It's on the kitchen table somewhere.
No, because I cleaned off the kitchen too.
Oh. I did something with it. I thought I brought it in here, but.
Once I cleaned off the kitchen table and the coffee table, everything kind of got shifted again. So I think it's got to be in here somewhere. It's just a matter of where. This is all.
I don't think I put it there.
I put these down here the other day.
So.
Maybe I tossed it in here. Maybe. Domino, please stop. I love you. No. 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 That's how I found him, though.
If I upgrade to professional on StreamYard, then I can stream it to my personal YouTube page too. So, but right now everything's kind of going through the Apogee YouTube page, which isn't a big deal, but.
How was boat trading, by the way?
Oh, it was good. Nothing too exciting. A lot of close quarters maneuvering and whatnot.
It really don't bother me that I don't know where that comic went. Did you put it up here with your LLC stuff?
I don't think so. To be honest, I don't know where it is. Could be anywhere. John finally realized you're the real deal badass. Took him long enough. Why? Did he say something, or? Because a lot of times when I comment, like, it just does not, like, it won't alert me when someone responds.
I don't know where it went. I don't know.
I thought it was funny that he called me Nikki or Nikki Poo or something like that. Oh, dude, if we were face to face right now, you call me that?
I don't even call you that. Janine's the only one that calls you that.
Yeah.
That's Janine.
Yeah, but for a grown ass man to call me that, that's a good way to find yourself laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church.
You just irritated me.
Who? Nick Gibson?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, he's like that. He was like, "Oh wow, you're really working the border. Thank you for your service." Yeah, that's the problem with the internet is everybody thinks they're Billy Badass because they have the protection of the screen between you and the other person. And I know there's a lot of people that claim they're a badass and stuff like that, but
People are getting a little too comfortable saying absolutely the first thing that comes to their mind and not getting smacked for it.
yeah.
One day the screens won't be there anymore.
But anyway, I love getting that dude riled up because he looks down. You can tell he's looking down his nose at you like we're some kind of knuckle dragging Cro-Magnon men. Just like, oh, these uncultured swine. They don't know. They don't know. It's like that. Well, we know more than you think, though.
I don't know. I'm gonna still the music for a moment.
Okay, that's all right.
Can the dogs go to the potty yet?
No, I don't. That's on them. If you want to do it,
You're not released the hounds.
do not release the house. They'll
No,
be
because
okay.
I'll need you holding the chick still.
Oh, yeah. She's a pain in the butt. He's easy and hates that we're not girly men. Like he is. There's so many times where I wanted to tell him to shave his beard. Ashley's back. Where you keep going, Ash? Is your signal cutting out or are you like doing other stuff? It's his version of a beard. Oh, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When I'm arguing with somebody, I will go and check their page to make sure that, especially if they don't have a picture of themselves as their profile pic, I'll go and so I can confirm that they are, in fact, as dumb as they sound or look as dumb as they sound. And he didn't disappoint. I watched a 2-year-old in doing laundry and eating dinner. Yeah, so you're busy. Sounds like a busy time. No, and he doesn't disappoint. I love how now he's an expert on foreign policy. That's been great. Now, I've been to the sandbox a few times. I know a thing or two. But I'm good now. He's laying down for bed. I'm watching you draw and waiting for Dylan to get home from work. Perfect. I need the audience. Otherwise, I'm just here talking to myself. Oh no! Oh, and that's how you get ink all over yourself. Good thing I was wearing dark colors. Shit'll buff out. Shit'll buff out. I love this piece. I love this piece. I know it sounds kind of narcissistic. Oh, an artist loves his own work. Fucking weird. No, mostly artists hate everything they create. They're like, God, it sucks. They just find nothing but flaws in their own work. But I do enjoy this. I mean, this is a total swipe from a Birds of Prey cover. I'm soon as I figure out who the cover artist was, I would definitely give that person a shout. Because the layout is amazing, and I think I made a few changes. That and it's done in my style, so. And it drives me nuts when people that live in the basement of their mother's house telling us former military guys about how the military stuff. Yeah, there's a guy, Tom Feister, he works for IDW. He used to do that crap all the time. Oh, what? Because I'm a civilian, I'm not allowed to talk about the military. And I'm like, you can talk about the military. You're just going to sound retarded when you do it because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't have a frame of reference, man. You know, there's a saying: if you know, you know. He does not know. He unfriended me like after Trump won. He like blamed me for it. It was funny. He's like, I can't be friends with you anymore. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. No, it wasn't Greg Land. I've had some conversations with Greg Land though. I've had some conversations with him, but no, it wasn't great. It was like me telling a brain surgeon how to operate on the brain. Yeah, exactly. It didn't go well with Greg. No, he's polite about it. Um, God, that was years ago. I had a conversation with him, but I'm at the point now where I'm just like, if I see something that I don't particularly agree with, I'm a lot happier for it. I'm a little angry at the when it initially happens, but afterwards I'm like, eh. So what I do now is if I see someone posting something, no one's mind's gonna get changed on Facebook. You know, I could talk to these people till I'm blue in the face, show them every credential to, and facts of why I'm right, and they're just it's so much in their cognitive dissonance, that they ain't gonna believe me, and that's fine. So now when I see stuff like that, I just laugh, call them an idiot to myself, and go on with my day, and it's working out pretty good so far. Especially Doc, he's just not going to listen to it. No, he's too set in his ways. He's long in the tooth. And there's times where I think he's just trolling, just because he knows it'll get a reaction. You know, I I do the same thing. I do the same thing to people, and yeah, it's entertaining to troll them. You try and have a conversation with them and find some common ground. How adults used to do that when they would discuss important topics. They may not have agreed, but they would try and find some common ground, which is something we've lost as a society. Now it's I don't agree with that person, so I gotta shame them. I gotta cancel them. I gotta silence them somehow so they won't spread you know, their lies, to anybody else. But it's all stupid. No way, common ground. Yeah, common ground. Weird. You know, such a weird concept nowadays. Nobody wants to try and find some common ground. It's like, oh, okay, or at least they don't even want to understand why you think the way that you think. Now it's just like they accuse you of wrong think, and then they want to try and shut you down. And I see it on both sides of the political aisle. You know, and it's real sad. And I think we just, as human beings, we just keep wanting to keep putting ourselves in these tiny little boxes to make us feel unique and special as we meet up with other people that think the same way, so we can all be unique and special in our little group. Oh my God, you're the same decaying matter that everyone else is. You just think differently. That's the only thing that's unique about you. But then again, you're sharing, you, you align yourself with people that think the exact same way you do. So are you, at that point, are you even really unique or special anymore? solid. Is that a parade balloon scene? I don't know. There's a conversation going on that I'm getting updates on that I'm not a part of. And I'm just like, what? Do you think it stops at political though? No, it's all aspects of life. You know, I like to hang out with artists, and then now even the artists are. You know, I don't tell people how I align politically or a lot of my views of socio-political stuff. I try to keep it about the art, at least now. Um, you know, just because how human beings have been behaving lately. It's like, oh, you don't think exactly like everybody else in this profession? Well, you probably shouldn't be in this profession then. Maybe you're right, but no, I mean it's sexuality, it's religion, lack of religion. It's every aspect now. It's just it's bleeded. Nice English words, Nick. Bleeded. It's bled into everything. Yeah, it's spreading in the art community. I see it all the time, and I try to stay above it and not get involved because a lot of stuff. That's another thing I hate too. Is it's clickbait. It's fight bait. They'll post something just to get someone to chime in because they're looking for a fight. They want someone to argue with. You know, their egos are so fragile that they need to beat up on somebody online to make them feel, you know, superior, I guess. I'm like, okay, well, how about instead of doing that, you just pay for therapy and figure out why you're like that. Probably be a lot healthier for you too. Nothing wrong with therapy, man. Mental health is important. I used to laugh when I was younger, you know, because the army conditioned you that way. You know, oh, mental health. Oh, you're being a pansy, you're being a wuss doing this. I'm like, come back from war, dude. Mental health is huge because, you know, it hit me a lot later than it hit some of the other people I served with, you know. So let's see that whole mess. Yeah, gonna take off. My feed keeps pausing and it's driving me crazy. All right, Shane, thanks for stopping by, bud. Brud. I tried to combine brother and bud in this one word, and I failed at it miserably. Talk to you later, bud. There we go. I'll take Nick not stumbling over his words for 1,000, Alex. All right, well, Corbin's looking pretty cool. See, and that's the thing. Like, that's another thing in the community is like if you're not anti-Comicsgate, they just peg you as Comicsgate. I came out as Comicsgate. Got me some flack, got me some followers. Not a big deal. You know, it's like here's why I was able to articulate why I did what I did, why I chose that kind of side of the fence. One, the comic books coming out of there, the artwork and storytelling is it's 90s image. It's 90s Marvel, it's 80s Marvel and DC. You know, it's the glory days of compelling story, subtext of socio-political type themes and stuff like that. Hey, you know, but that's the thing, it's subtext. Unlike now in the big two, it's not subtext, it's the story. It's not part of the story to develop the story, you know, like with subtext, you know, subtext is to aid the story in a support fashion, not, you know, you're a bad person, you don't think this way. It's crazy. Where'd you go?
I was talking to Chris.
Oh, I was like, Chris. I'm like, oh, Orlando.
He's running over to Home Depot.
Why? What broke now?
No, so you know how he's really big on not using chemicals that are bad for the plants or bad for the kids?
Yeah, he's all organic.
Yeah. So I told him about the dogs.
Oh yeah, and if you follow it on Twitter, it's complete. It's cancer.
I told him about the dogs in the grass
Mm-hmm.
that had to bathe the dogs again, and so he has this stuff that he puts down that kills all that stuff. And so
Oh, excuse me.
he's gonna go grab a big bag of that and take care of the front yard,
As far as landlords go, he's awesome.
right?
You know, a lot of people bitch about their landlords. Not me, man. That dude is on it. Like, my fridge broke. Any other landlord, it'd have been like a couple of months.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, well, let me do this, and we'll get you another
Same.
fridge.
Well,
No.
What, 2 days later?
Well, the day that
The day after.
he, you know, came and looked at it, he's like, nope, it's broken. Well, I can't have you doing this. Can't have you like having your food go bad, and runs off to the store, calls around to see what they had in stock. And if he went over there and picked it up, I helped him put it in there because he took time out of his day to do it.
Yeah, like lickety split got us a new fridge.
Yeah, within 2 hours, you know.
Same thing with our baseboards.
Yeah.
He's
He's awesome. You can't ask for a better landlord.
He's like, oh yeah, no problem. I'll run to Home Depot on Friday. We'll install them on Saturday. Cool.
No, the landlords before him were really good too. Greg and Carmen. Like, if I had a problem, which I didn't really put a whole lot of work on them, but his stuff wasn't breaking yet.
Yeah. Well, Chris, because I told him I was gonna get like the spray for the front yard that you hook up to the hose.
I got that fogger in the garage. I just got to put stuff in it.
But his whole thing was,
It's probably not gonna.
he, you know how he is. He's all organic. So he has this stuff that he likes that's good for the plants and good for the dogs and good for the kids, and it's not gonna poison anything or anybody. So
Very, very earth conscious.
yes. So he went and got he's like, you know what, we'll run over to Home Depot right now. So
Okay.
him and Haley, my
Hey.
my little Haley just went over there and they're running over there to get a bag and
All right, cool.
lay it out in front because he's like, he even agrees, like,
Oh, he's awesome.
He's like, it's not right that just because the
Very compassionate. So, like, when I'm having disturbances in my pay, some landlord's like, no, if you don't pay me on the first, you might as well start packing your stuff. I was like, hey, man, the way the pay cycles kind of fit right now is that I'm gonna have to pay you on the 6th. Oh, okay, cool, man. Just thanks for letting me know. Stuff like that.
He's really chill. His wife's a sweetheart too.
Yeah.
Like right after they fully moved in, they invited us down to have espressos.
Oh yeah. Espressos.
From Italy.
Yeah.
From Italy. She's too adorable. The kids have gotten better too. The 2 older ones. He's always been good.
She's little.
Yeah. She's sitting there eating her Pringles, just shoving them in like a handful of them into her mouth and having conversations with me.
Like kids do.
Have you ever worked digitally?
Yeah. Yeah, I posted something the other day. It was a headshot of Regent without her helmet on, and that was all done digitally. Digital, I do for layouts most of the time. So I'll lay everything out in blue line, print it out on the Bristol board, and then do my pencils over that. Colors, I was getting into coloring digitally, but everything else that I'm trying to get done, it's like it's just one more thing I'm adding to my plate. I didn't want to do that. So.
Yeah, no. So
But yeah, on occasion I work digitally. I still prefer, the old analog method, the old pencil and paper, pen and paper. I guess I'm a traditionalist or whatever.
he's trying to get everything taken care of before he deploys. So
Yeah.
he said that they even have the ortho for the house if we need it to,
Oh yeah.
I was like, we don't really have a problem up here.
Yeah. And really it's coming from the neighbor's dog because it's outside all the time. And I'm pretty sure they don't give it a flea and tick treatment or anything like
I don't
that.
appreciate it. spent what, like
Slacker with the porn stash. You damn right. Yeah, the hybrid method. It all depends on what the project is. How fast I need to get it done. I was experimenting doing nothing but digital, and then I switched. I missed the feel of the actual utensils. In my hand, like the weight of the pencil. And here's what Apple did right with their Apple Pencil: is it has the exact same weight as an actual pencil. So I still get that sensation of weight in my hand. So.
Alan's actually commenting through your YouTube
Oh wow! Oh yeah, it gives me a little
symbol.
on there. Yeah. Welcome, Alan. Welcome.
Welcome to the Cray Cray.
Welcome to the Cray Cray. Welcome to the shit show.
Digital has its uses, but there's something cool about not relying on a simple undo function to do cool stuff.
Okay, so funny story about digital and working traditionally or analog. I was working digitally for quite a bit. I had bought like this X Pro thing that I could draw on. And if I screwed up, Option Z, take my mistake away. So I'm like, oh man, I'm really not digging this. And I go back to drawing on paper. And I made a mistake, but instead of, grabbing an eraser and erasing it, my hand goes over and does the motion of Option Z. And then I felt stupid. So I was like, yeah, that's when you're working digitally too much. You're just like, shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Come haggard for a second. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
That's a bouquet.
You like that booty?
That's a bouquet.
Like that booty? And the reason I really kind of focused on learning how to ink, had a buddy of mine named Omer when I was living out in Texas. And thank God he told me, but he come up to me one day and he's like, we were at a con. He's like, I love you, because I was doing a pencil drawing. He's like, I love your pencils. I can't stand. Actually, then he corrected us. Goes, nope. I hate your inks. And I'm like, oh well, then let me improve on that. What up, Craig?
So did you tell them why my name is Mistress Stabby Stab?
Well, anybody that follows the Blasters and Blades podcast, to which I'm a co-host, knows the story. But go ahead.
So he was finishing up a Blasters and Blades podcast, and dinner was ready, and I had called him out a couple times to tell him, hey, are
That's
you
your favorite thing to do is call me out.
Hardy, hard.
Waka, waka, waka.
Hardy, hard. I called him out a couple times, so we could eat dinner. And I was waiting for him because I am a good friend. 99% of the time. So he's like, oh yeah, we're not live anymore. You could come in, say hi to the crew. So I come in, he introduces me to Doc and JR and everybody. And he made one of his, traditional mixed smart aleck comments. And I was like, keep it up and I'm going to stab you. I'm like, I'll go straight up stab on you. And it stuck.
From that point on, she was
Doc loved it.
Amongst the podcast crew.
Doc thought it was hilarious.
That's her nickname now.
I went from Miss Stabby Stab to Mrs. Stabby Stab to Mistress Stabby Stab. And occasionally, madam.
Yeah, there's variations. Savage. She is a savage.
We all know I won't actually stab my husband. I love him to death.
Until you see on the 6 o'clock news that I've been stabbed to death. No, you're not gonna stab me.
No. Fingerprints stay on knives way too long. So, no, I love him. I love him so much. I really do. But I do occasionally tell him I'm going to stab him. Amongst other people, I mean. A lot of people are pew, 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 and I'm over here like, nah. I'm the crazy one that would be out in the street during a zombie apocalypse with 2 kitchen knives.
Pulling a Michonne. Get her some samurai swords.
So much quieter.
Oh, no doubt.
Saw your gym post.
Oh yeah, with my jugular region fully on display.
Are we talking about the picture or are you talking about the poop?
Media is more reliable. That's true. It never runs out of ammo.
I've always been more of a Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees type fan.
Yeah. We know. We all know. Busting. Oh yeah. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was not.
Well, she needs to make her presence known when she goes in the gym. There's people grunting and shit in there. Well, I was the only one in there. That's why.
I was not surprised when he told me what happened because he busted one right before he left the house.
Oh, it was pure death. Pure death.
He was farting around a turd. Does not surprise me whatsoever. And it's always when he thinks that there's nobody in the gym. When he thinks there's nobody in the gym and he lets it rip, he always then realizes that there was somebody in the gym. It's like, no, I swear, I thought I was alone. And then I turned around and there's another Asian in there. And
I done shit myself.
I did myself, and now I need to go white.
No, I've never said like now I got to find a new job. You're nasty. What you nasty ass?
That's nasty. You nasty.
Oh, that's nasty. You're nasty. Drink my diabetic blood.
Oh, I know that.
I have zero shame.
I give him every opportunity to blame the dogs.
Nope, I own it.
Trust.
Some of those I'm proud of.
Nice meeting you too. I'm a lot of fun. I am. I'm a big goofball. I randomly break out and dance, and
we do strange walks while walking through Target.
We do strange walks walking through Target, make everybody look at us like, what is wrong with these people? And it's really funny to us. Like, I would not be surprised if we wound up on like people of TikTok or people of Target instead of people of Walmart. What are these creepies doing?
Being cray-cray.
Just too much fun.
You are just too much fun.
Just too much fun.
You won't kill me because of some code, and I won't kill you because you're just too much
We have
fun.
no shame in this house at all. Like,
there's no shame in this house. No shame in this house.
Well, we don't.
That's true.
Like, I have stomach problems ever since I had surgery, and like, there's just some days when I don't number two. It just happens. So when it does happen, I'll come out having a freaking celebration. Babe, I pooped.
No fucking shame. None.
No shame. None. Well, heaven forbid I'm the one that busts ass. He'll give me a high five and tell me good push. We celebrate bodily functions in this house.
Good job. Good job pooping.
Good job pooping. Are you streaming tomorrow too?
Depends on what time I get home, I guess.
Depends what time he gets home.
I should. While I'm at work, I'll figure out what I want to draw, or I'll put it up to a vote or something.
You should do the One Piece.
Which one?
The cover.
The anniversary piece?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had to tell her because our anniversary is coming up. So, I was gonna do a drawing, a cover of Phantom Hawk and Regent, since I consider myself to be Phantom Hawk and she is the Regent. Anyway, it's gonna be them engaged in a kiss with the city behind them, and it's gonna be all sappy and cool.
Adorbs.
Yeah.
Scotty says, message me and
Let
let
me
me
know
know
if you
if you
decide to.
decide to.
Oh, will do, bud.
I'm the comment reader.
I can see it here, but I'm not always looking at it either. So.
No, you're concentrating, so I tell you what's going on. What's happening?
What's popping?
What's popping? Brand new whip just happened.
I got options.
Eric is out.
Little Eric,
Deuces.
have a good one, man. Enjoy your Saturday if I don't talk to you. Nah, brother.
We're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be fun because we're gonna get all in costume and
I'm gonna make a quick snack and then
we're gonna hunt a killer.
from a motel.
Hunt a killer. Yeah, it's at the
Gonna
motel.
hunt some killers.
I'm very excited.
Not the band, but
I got a new hat and it looks like Carmen San Diego. So I get to be Carmen San Diego. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
and she's probably gonna sing that shit all night.
Says Gordon over here.
Just because I have the stash.
Just
Makes
'cause you have
sense.
stash.
Makes sense.
Good night, Scotty. Good night,
Are we
Eric.
losing our only 2 viewers?
We have 3. Who else is still with us?
I don't know. They're all quiet. Craig's probably still on though.
If you're still here, say hello. Let me know you're here. I need to know who I'm talking to.
For Rizzles.
Because you got Mr. Stabby Stabby reading comments. Well, he does the pretty stuff.
Oh, Alan's still here. Awesome. For the moment. For the moment. He's on the
For the moment.
east coast of Canada.
He's literally on the other side of the country.
In another country.
Literally. Well, the other side and above our country. Excuse me. I apologize. I was never really too good with the geographicals.
That's okay. That's what I'm here for. Continent. Other side of the
That's a
continent.
better word. I like that better. It's on the other end of the continent.
But he's a doctor. He's smart.
He's a smart one.
He's a smart guy.
He's a smart one.
He's also a comic book creator. He's got Project Impact, which is pretty cool.
I'm a painter. I paint. I used to do tattoos. Used to. That was pretty good. By my own, thought process. I might have been really horrible.
Legend in my own mind. You done me some fancy book learning.
I have had
I like to surround myself with people smarter than me.
the most random, eccentric list of jobs in my life. And then And I come to realize I have no idea what I want to be when I grow up. So
That's okay.
here I am. Here I am. Still trying to figure it out. Issue 3 is underway, by the way.
Oh, no, nice.
Look into local art grants. Free money never hurts.
No, I'm totally on board with free money.
I love to paint. That's how I convinced him to let me do the coloring on Ghost Rider the other night, actually, because I love to paint.
You're like, let me paint digitally. I'm like, okay.
Show me how to paint on the digitals.
Well, I'm just going to show you how the program works. The rest is up to you.
Show me how. So he just showed me how it worked, and I just sat there for a couple hours and handed it to him. I was like, here you go, what you think? I still am convinced that it would have looked different had I done it with actual paint, but I liked it.
I think it turned out very well.
The only reason we got it rolling is because of the grant. Same amount as crowdfunding, none of the campaign hassles.
Really? I gotta look into that.
Definitely. I dig it. Oh, I dig it. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna have to make a pot of coffee.
Well, we are going to be detectives tonight. So.
Yeah, we're gonna be detectives tonight. I'm excited. Death at a motel. I'm really kind of digging the music on this channel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's got some like dubstep going on too.
I used to live really, really close to EDC. So even though I was never into any of that type of music, I lived so close to it that I heard it so often.
I enjoy Skrillex and Dead Mouse. And...
Cannot watch your video, brother.
Why not?
What's going on with it?
Yeah.
And then the Gerber page. What's going on with it on your end, Moses?
I definitely got to look into that. Especially Imperial Beach, they're real big on like there's a big art scene here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I fit into that art scene, but
They showed the finished sandcastle today.
oh, did they really? How'd it turn out?
Amazing.
Did it really?
One of our
No
local
doubt.
artists actually just did our Summerfest sandcastle competition, and they did like small ones in front of a lot of the local eateries and bars and stuff that have like the bar's logos on them and
I'm
whatnot.
definitely down for that.
But right by the boardwalk, they did a sandcastle city.
It was cool.
And the end is phenomenal. There was like bicycle riders.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I didn't see
amazing.
any of that. I mean, we saw it the other day when we went and had lunch. But
I'll have to pull up Happenings page to show you. It's just gorgeous. Good Lord.
how long have I been on?
Almost 2 hours here.
Oh, well. Okay, so maybe inking does take me a little longer.
An hour and 49 minutes.
I only got this last person to do, so I'm almost done.
I'm glad you left room for her blonde.
Well, yeah. Had to.
She's a blonde.
And the colors could go in there and turn that black and do a knockout and make it more like a darker blonde if they wanted to.
Her mask is blue though.
Her mask is blue.
Her mask is blue though.
I know.
I'm heading out, be good, or at least make it a good story.
Always.
A good story.
Always.
Always a good story.
That's how I roll, homie.
We have great stories.
Some of which we can't tell on here.
The story of how we got the purple wig. Naughty. This song is called Can't Sleep. But it sounds like a lullaby.
Yeah, I could totally fuck you up. Anybody still watching? We got 3 people still watching.
We still have 2 people watching. I'm not sure who's still here with us. If you're still here with us, say hello. Say hi.
Stalkers.
It says you're the only viewer.
I'm the only viewer.
Because you have it pulled up for your comments.
Oh, I was talking to myself then. Yay!
We're just having conversations with ourselves.
It's not even 9 o'clock yet. It's awesome.
It looks good, baby.
Thanks, babe.
I need a snack before we start.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I'm going to tear into some leftovers.
I know. I was like, Alfredo. Let's see if I can get us some more viewers.
And just share it on your page.
I'm doing it.
Oh, thanks, Matt. Yeah, I like it too.
It worked.
What do you mean it worked?
I hit that button, and then all of a sudden we have somebody to talk to again, even though it's not on my page. But,
There you go.
it's positive thinking.
There you go. You sent the energy out there.
I'm sending the energy out there. Get people to join our conversation.
Used to sketch back in my day, many moons ago. What made you stop?
The urge to dye my pretty blonde hair pink. Tell me not to.
Hopefully nobody messaged you that because you are not going to talk them out of it.
Huh?
Did somebody message that to you? Because you'll not talk them out of it. You'll encourage it.
No, I was saying it to you.
No, don't do it.
I would never talk anybody out of dyeing their hair crazy.
I know, that's my point.
Oh man, just fell out of it. Have an old sketchbook with all my drawings in it still. That's
Yeah.
Matt.
I got boxes of old sketchbooks in the garage. I thought my parents threw them out when I left the army, but my mom held on to them. Thank God, because I had like a lot of characters that I created. I totally forgot about that. Gave me like new ideas and new inspirations for stories and other characters. Just remember, it's never too late to get back into it.
We have a good time with it. Stop with the making it. No. It's got lucky all worked out.
Who knows?
This baby says otherwise.
Yeah, the babies will do that. Babies, oh, they find a way to occupy a lot of time. But it's not like that all the time. They get to like,
This age.
oh no, even like around 3 or 4, my daughters would come in and like sit on my lap while I was drawing. So I had to learn how to draw, with like a kid in my lap and holding on to them. But simpler times. Nice. You got like 12 weeks, right?
That's awesome. So,
Mm-hmm.
somebody's got a knife.
Hasn't been the easiest 12. I got back on Tuesday. Oh, wow.
This is out there
Oh, is that what it is?
sprinkling the stuff down. You can throw some over the fence.
Great.
Grab a spoonful and just.
Yeah, just toss it at Lucky. It's like, bro, migo.
Even just like put a perimeter right at the fence.
That would
That
actually help a lot.
Just like a line of it, like
Just boom.
a line of it. Got back on Tuesday.
Yeah, from
Paternity leave.
maternity leave. Yeah.
I got fired after maternity leave.
I don't think they're allowed to do that.
Yep. So I was working for Gap Incorporated. And I was actually working in an Old Navy at that point as a merchandiser. And I wound up having to go on maternity leave a little bit early because they expected me to be able to stay on my feet for 10 hours a day, and I couldn't.
Oh, when you're pregnant? Yeah, that's not going to happen, dude.
My kid was 10 pounds. He was 10 pounds. I couldn't stay on my feet for 10 hours. That wasn't going to happen. And so they had me go on maternity leave early. So by the time I had him, I was running out of maternity leave because I had already been on it for almost a month at that point. And they were like, you either come back to work or you're fired. And I was only out of having this child like 3 or 4 weeks. And I was like, yeah, not happening.
Not gonna.
There is no way I'm leaving my 3-week-old baby to come back to work for you. So they terminated me. It was one of the only jobs that I got fired from. Instead of quitting. This has a very Miss Marvel Thor-esque style.
I'll take it.
I imagine you can probably guess where Regent gets her look from. Because I do not have patience to grow a braid that long.
I don't think anybody does.
Oh, there's people. There's people.
The amount of years it would take to grow hair that long.
That's like straight up never cutting your hair.
It's also it's not a real hair. Maybe to about right here is her real hair.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is like an extension.
She's got weave?
Sure. Because she learned how to do that Chinese fighting style with the rope and the dagger. So.
Okay, it says we have 5 watchers. Who's here with us? Say hello. Let us know you're here. We just see a number. So we're not like fully sure. We know Matt's here. Who else is here? Say hello. Hi, Georgie.
Hi, Georgie. Cotton candy.
Sean is with us.
Sean Mongia. What's up, brother? How are things down in the valley? I call that fighting style the scorpion style. We'll call it that. We'll call it the scorpion style. That works for me.
Get over here.
Get over.
I really liked it. Just throwing that out there.
What, the MK movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I liked it a lot. I really liked it. Zopher?
So for Green, what's up? Howdy from the Dixie Fire. Hope you're staying safe, man. Protect yourself.
I just like when everybody at least pops on and says hello and lets us know they're here.
Join the conversation.
We take the conversations any way that you guys throw them at us.
I love it when people hop on after we're done and they think it's live. And I'm just getting these alerts like they're talking as I'm talking. I'm like, I have to go in there. I'm like, hey man, we're not live anymore, bro.
That's why we're not like responding to you.
It's
Sorry.
I keep getting alerts.
My life
That's great that people are watching it when we're not live. That's
like,
awesome.
Totally down for it. Like when I go live,
I just felt like I should be responsible and tell you that you're talking to nobody.
Well, you know, some of my shoppers, they shop the replays.
Yeah.
And I always have to remind them, like, hey, take a screenshot of the product that you want and private message it to me. Otherwise, I don't know you want it. Because I don't always get the notifications that you commented on the ended live. Hi, Quan!
Quan!
We are Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah.
We're PST.
In sunny Southern California.
We are in sunny Southern California.
Man, I gave her an absolute dump truck of an ass.
I told you, she got booty.
She got booty. I ain't mad about it.
You can't really see Regent's booty, but she got booty too.
She got booty too. She got some junk in the trunk back there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you on a mystical ride of dizziness.
Yay. How's everybody doing tonight? What did you guys have for dinner?
Oh, the age-old question on this show. What y'all have for din din?
What did y'all have for dinner? And it is my go-to question because sometimes they like pique my interest. I'm like,
Right.
we haven't made something in a while, and we'll add it to the list.
The menu.
The menu. We'll add it to the menu. Yogurt and toast. I dig it.
All right.
I had string cheese and hot fries last night. I just wanted to say hi.
You won't be able to. You're not gonna visit. You'll get out here eventually.
Chicken. That sounds tasty. It's a tang day. Yeah, you know, some days you just don't want to eat a whole lot. Some days you just don't want to eat a whole lot. I'm
I
not.
think he's talking about the fire.
I was talking about his yogurt and toast.
Oh.
My bad. Sorry.
Oh, you're talking to a totally different person. Gotcha.
No, same person.
You're talking to Zopher, or you're talking to?
Sofer had yogurt and toast.
Oh,
I was still
yeah,
talking
yogurt
about
and
yogurt and toast. I didn't even see
Oh, I
that.
thought Juan had yogurt and toast.
No, Juan had roasted chicken with bean medley.
Oh, that sounds good too. I like chicken. I like steak.
Hopefully we'll have a house.
No more 8,000 calorie
to
days.
come and stay with us in South Texas.
Nice.
I'm down. I miss Texas. I love my weather here. I bet I miss it.
Pork chops. Nice. I haven't had pork chops in a minute.
We didn't buy a pork roast.
I don't remember.
I think we should do that tomorrow.
No, I bought a tri-tip, which I should have cooked yesterday, but did we cook anything yesterday? No, we had wings last night, right? No, we had tacos.
We had tacos last night.
Mm-hmm.
Tacos and chimichangas.
Tacos and the chimichangas. And now I'm eating my mustache.
No more 8,000 calorie days. I had to give up cookies to get a flat stomach.
Yeah, that's what it is. I give up booze, and my flat stomach is on its way.
Don't look at me. I eat like a teenage boy. I eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
And usually whatever my stomach allows me to keep. I did stop buying ding dongs though.
That's good, because the kid was sneaking them into his room and eating them anyway.
Amy was eating them too.
Are your windows open?
Yes.
Not
But-
really. Why? You getting some glare? It's probably from my lamp.
Are you watching the paper towels move down here on my screen?
Got a ceiling fan going too.
There's a ceiling fan going, and then every time he shifts in his chair, it changes the shadow.
Yeah, the 405-pound lift was today. I was doing rack pulls. Which is like,
Did you put the squat picture on this? With all your
when I did it, yeah.
your lamp control?
Oh, no. Oh, I didn't I put that on my Instagram story, but not on Facebook. Oh, yeah, she lived. As far as I know. She definitely was alive long enough to hit the gym.
It's the silent ones that you have to be worried about, not the noisy ones. The noisy ones still stink, but
No, that's the dog. My noisy ones still stink. Since we're going back to my ass conversation.
he released one in the living room before he left for the gym.
It was also pure death.
And I gave him a chance to get out of it. I was like, hey, was that Domino? Because it kind
No,
of.
I own them, man.
And he owned up to it. He's like,
I'm
no,
proud of these.
that was me. I'm like,
That was
you
all
could have,
me.
like, not done it in front of the fan.
Could have. What fun would that have been?
Like, you didn't have to fart in front of the fan, but cool. We haven't done pork chops in a while.
Oh, wow. I don't think we've ever done pork chops.
We have. But I think I want to do the mushroom gravy pork chops.
However you want to do it, babe. Oh, shit.
I have to get the stuff first.
The dangers of working with ink.
Did you smudge?
No, I got it on my hand, but the opportunity was there to smudge, and I don't want to take that opportunity.
So how's y'all's night going?
It's
You guys
Friday
up to
night.
Anything fun tonight? What are you guys doing tonight?
Everyone's curious how the woman lived. Yeah, she was able to walk out of the gym. I'm assuming she's alive.
Well, he asked if the windows were open, so I'm curious if it's the shadows.
Oh no, he's talking. I think he's talking about the gym post and ripping ass.
Oh. That's been an all-day thing. He also locks the windows in the truck.
Roast you in there.
I went fishing for a bit, but nothing was biting, so I came home. That's why it's called fishing, not catching.
Right?
I haven't been fishing in a while either.
I really don't fish.
Hmm?
Said I really don't fish.
Last time I went fishing, I was 6 months pregnant, and we went down by Port Allen in Louisiana. Saw some gators and
Some gators.
copperheads swimming in the water. I did catch a fish that day, but he was tiny, so I kissed him and I threw him back. Ham pork chops when almost done. Melt some butter with garlic, onion, and sage. Baste the pork chops with this mixture till they're done.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds really good. We'll keep that in mind. I am a sucker for my grandfather's pan-fried pork chops with homemade mushroom gravy to die for. Louisiana, yep. I was living in Denham Springs, and we went fishing off of down in the bayou by Port Allen. I remember passing Port Allen to get to where we hopped in the boat and cast it off. 6 months pregnant, watching a gator swim up to your boat and just sitting there like, what? What are you gonna do?
What? We can do? What? You want to fight?
I had such a bad attitude when I was pregnant.
You're looking at stupid. You want to fight?
I was like, what? What? Bring it. I'll punch you in the nose. No, we only went off of the bayou areas. I know they took me down like right before you go into Port Allen. There was a little turn off to the right, and then when you got past Port Allen, closer to I guess Shreveport. Because I really was out of my element. I'm a Las Vegas girl, and I really was out of my element. So I just kind of trusted everybody that was with me to not get me killed. We were down closer to Shreveport, and we did a bayou that way too. That's where we were seeing the copperheads in the water. Which that actually freaked me out more than the gator because it's a no-go for me. No snake. Thank you. I'm solid. Bye.
Like Steve Irwin.
My cousin always puts his hair straight when she's getting her dye and catches them. So, some shrimp. You know, I really was, I hate to say it, but I was kind of a Karen when I was pregnant. I was kind of a Karen. I was just like irritated with everything. And I know it was all hormones because I was not normally that human being, but I was just irritated with the slightest thing. And the fact that this gator was swimming up to our boat, I'm like, you're not ruining my day. You got a problem? 6 months pregnant on a boat that he probably could have easily flipped. And just, I gave him the death stare right back, like, please. But yes, I always kiss my fish before I throw them back. Always. I kiss them. Shreveport is my mom's hometown. That's awesome. One of my I can't really say he's a cousin. Like I always thought of him as a cousin because like he was my mom's friend's son and we kind of grew up together. But him and his dad have lived down there forever. Like since we were 6 or 7, I think. He moved out there with his dad and he's my neighbor pulled in a 200+ pound trout by the dam. Gator and snake gumbo. I ate anything that anybody put in front of me when I was down in Louisiana. Like, I didn't care that you're not supposed to eat seafood when you were pregnant. Anything they put in front of me, like, I was super, super excited being from Vegas and seeing, being from Vegas and seeing an LSU game for the first time definitely blew my mind. Like it tripped me out. Seeing people be so super excited about college football was something else because we just have UNLV in Vegas. Like we're known for our basketball, not our football. Our biggest competitor is, University of Reno. Was not much of a competitor. So the first time we went to an LSU game, we got there a little bit later than we anticipated, and it was like almost a mile walk. 6 months pregnant, every other tent, because they really know how to tailgate down there. Every other tent was like, "Come here, little baby mama. Come here, I'm gonna feed you. Come here, drink some water. Come here." I was almost to the point of being so stuffed by the time we actually got to the stadium. And then they were playing Lafayette that day, and watching some of these 80, 90-year-old LSU fans just scream at the bus that was bringing Lafayette in threw me for a loop. And then I got inside and I realized that they didn't just serve nachos and hot dogs and corn dogs like they do in Vegas. They had a jambalaya stand. And I came back to my seat with 2 bowls of jambalaya. And my one friend was like, "Hey, it's one of those for me." And I'm like, "Go get your own. I'm pregnant." And I ate a bowl. Yeah, I'm not typically a Karen. I think the only time you ever see me go Karen mode is if like somebody is messing with my kid or my husband, and then I get a little bit cuckoo. There's this place down in Baton Rouge called Mason's, and I got to have their crab and crawfish stuffed shrimp in crawfish etouffee, and that was to die for. It was so good. But snake etouffee, not yet. Not that I'm above eating it. My noodle. The tripe is what gets me with menudo. I do not like the consistency of tripe. I am big on spicy food. I love spicy food. I think the biggest game that I got to see while I was down in Louisiana was.
Have a good night, Matt. Come by, bud. Take care of that baby.
I got to see Bama, LSU versus Bama while I was down there. And then the weekend of the LSU and Ole Miss game, we were actually moving up to Illinois. And as we were on our way up to Illinois, we stopped in Louisiana because the kids were hungry. And lo and behold, nobody in Louisiana or in Mississippi would allow us to order food because we had an LSU sticker on our truck. So yeah, that was the end of that. But watching Bama and LSU play was really freaking awesome. Yep, the Raging Cajuns, and it rained halfway through the football game, and it was great because, as per usual, the announcers just sat there and said, "Oh, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes," and I just laughed because that's what we all say. I miss jambalaya too. I miss crawfish boils. We're gonna have to take a visit down there. I'm telling you though, Masons, I need to get back there because, dang, I need to take Nick. That freaking, the shrimps are like this big, though. Like this big.
Those are called lobster.
And, well, because they had them filleted out to be that big because they stuffed them with crab and crawfish. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, well, stomach. I was not okay with it's my only issue with menudo. It's
The texture of the meat.
the texture of the meat. It's not okay. I can't do it. I went out and grabbed ice cream and came back and you're still going. Let me take a look at this bad boy.
Woo woo.
I like the other soup. What's the other one? The one with the hominy in it.
Oh, pozole.
Pozole. I love pozole. But that's my big issue with menudo is just the meat in it. It messes me up. Yes, pozole. Yes. I love it. Our ice cream man in our neighborhood doesn't drive a truck. He pushes the little carts. But so does our elote.
Thanks, Ray. Yeah, I'm pleased with it.
Every time that I hear the horns, I'm always like, is it the ice cream man or is it the elote?
Oh yeah, we were the elotes, dude.
And
Elotes,
it
dude.
never comes down our street. The ice cream man does. He does have the chicharrones. I do like in the winter though, the guy that does the elotes in front of the Walmart. He does the champorado. He's so yummy. He was in front of my store last year.
Was it really?
Yeah. And I never had cash on me. Because I'm a loser. I'm a sucker for good food and I love spicy food. So really what it comes down to is as long as it's good food and like I'm solid, I'm down. I'll try almost anything. We're not super picky eaters.
Do you sell it at your store? She does jewelry. Kind of like PJ does. Actually, she got PJ into it.
I'm her upline. knows PJ?
It's her uncle.
I missed that memo.
That's how I know PJ is through him.
I'm solid. That's gross. No, thank you. Oh, what was that movie that we just watched the other day? It was very unsatisfying ending. That's the only thing I'm going to say about it. But it was called The Platform.
Oh yeah.
Watch The Platform.
Oh, it's pretty good. I like that.
It was a really good movie. It was really good. Kind of shocking. Some of the stuff that pops off. I love it. Well, I work for Home Depot and I have my own jewelry business, so I have both. I work for Home Depot. I'm a kitchen designer and flooring specialist, and then I'm also I sell the jewelry like PJ does. And it's like I no longer work in a Home Depot store. My office is actually right here now, in this corner of the world. Like Nick's over here drawing, and my office is over here. So I have like dual screen set up, and I do all of the flooring install for Home Depot. So if you purchase an install and you do it over the phone, you're talking to me or one of my people. It's pretty cool. But then back in that corner, way back there, you can see my jewelry hanging on the rack in the background there. I don't know what I want to do. What you laughing at?
Oh, Sean was talking about the history of.
I know, that's what I was telling him about the platform.
Oh yeah.
I was trying not to give anything away. But, you know, what he's talking about, what Sean's talking about, and what the platform is about kind of coincide. So, yeah, watch the platform. Where did we find that one? On Prime or on Shudder? Or was it on Hulu? God, we have too many.
It was on. What was it on?
HBO Max?
No, Netflix.
Netflix.
They keep throwing shit out there. I'm like, my brain was right there, trying to answer. And you're like, no, was it this? Was it? I'm like, shut up.
No, I won't.
My brain's trying to tell me. You won't let it talk.
Be nice to me.
I am always nice to you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Crazy, man. My rose is flipped upside down inside my ear.
How did you do
I
that?
don't know. I can't get it to turn back around because my nails. But no. I thought I had it, but I didn't. Definitely. Like, I am a big horror movie buff. I love horror movies. We have already started our Halloween list. We're starting it early this year to see how many we can get between. We started what, a week ago, Ben?
Something like that, yeah.
Started about a week ago. We're going all the way through Halloween, see how many we get. And then we'll probably keep our list going at that point and see how many we get in a year. We'll circle it back around. But we just randomly came across the platform. I Googled like top horror.
I had heard of it and people were raving about it, and it just sat there and never got watched.
And so we sat down and watched it the other day, and wow. Like, wow.
It's like Cade's getting his ass kicked on this game.
Sounds he calls everybody a hacker when he gets this.
They're not hackers, you're just not very good.
Stop getting mad or you're gonna get off.
You're not a hacker. It's not a hacker, you're just not very good.
Is that a penny blossom in your hair?
You have something in your hair? I don't know. You got something. I put the Eiffel Tower in here.
There's nothing in my hair. I have a flower in my ear. It's in my industrial piercing. I have a little rose.
That's awesome.
So that might be what we're talking about.
I'm gonna throw my signature in there.
But yeah, my industrial goes from here to here, and there's a little rose that sits inside my ear, and every now and then it'll flip upside down, and I can't get it to spin back. I had Batman in for a while. I had the bat signal in my ear. It was pretty cool. But then we changed everything out to silver, so that's good, baby. Oh, Christmas paper. So every year we would make Christmas cookies online. Cookies and Killer Night. I love it. That is awesome. Cookies and Killer Night.
Oh shit!
That is awesome.
All right.
We're always making suggestions on what movies we should watch because we'll go through our initial list really quickly, like super quick,
Stupid fast.
stupid fast.
On our days off, we'll average like
3 or 4 movies,
like I was like 5 or 6, depending on the
depending
movie.
if we actually get up and leave the house or not. Yeah. Oh, no worries, Juan. No worries. You made me think I had like a bug or something in my hair that I wasn't seeing, but I mean, we're cool. That's good.
I'm all done. I can tell because my back and knees are safe.
So this one here is a pinup. This one that he just did tonight, that he drew last night and then inked tonight, is actually a pinup for when Corvid and Sparrow's comic kind of coincides with Regents. It's going to be a promotional piece.
Yeah. Pin up, maybe a cover one day. They're part of my comics, yeah, like she said. They're my characters.
It's our world. I like that.
It's like a lot of people when I'm like, hey, what should I draw? And then I'll put like a list of like mainstream characters. You know, a lot of people are like, no, dude, draw some of your stuff. I'm like, okay, I will.
You should definitely do the other one tomorrow.
The other one?
You can do that tomorrow when you come home.
I need to wash my brushes.
I have brush shampoo.
Well, it's just ink, so it's okay.
Oh, you just put it in the water with the brush shampoo. You just
Uh-huh.
put it in the water and let it
So
sit.
very thankful for the drawing you did for me. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. That was a good time.
I'm his wife, and this is how I get art right here. I have to come in here and steal it.
You don't.
No, the first drawing he did for me was actually digital. He did it while I was,
That's why I was working Barracks 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Forgot a piece. Just when you think you're done, you're not.
It was Regent when I had longer hair. So Regent's hair changes as my hair changes. You notice she kind of looks similar to somebody.
It's great. Dig the ink and stuff. Very late 80s, early 90s Marvel.
I think I have the
That's
picture.
what I grew up on, man. Stuff stuck in my brain.
Let's see if I have it.
Nobody really inks anymore. It's more tracing. I expect you see it in Marvel. It's like they rely heavily on the colorists to do the majority of the tonal work. I'm over here like, nah. I'm at textures.
You sent it to me. Actually. Bats.
You will be immortal.
Here's the video.
Oh. Did it show up on here? The latest version.
Miss Regent.
Crap. No. There we go.
Well, that's the one with the red mask. We decided on the blue mask, but that's Miss Regent. That's the latest one. And then, hey, did you send me the side by side with the other Regent?
No, but it's on my Facebook.
I have the blue mask here. I like the blue mask better. Here's blue mask. I like the blue mask better. What do you guys think? The first one was the red mask. This one's the blue mask. I like the blue mask. You guys tell me. You will be immortal.
Yeah. Scott Williams, when he was inking Lee's work, dude's awesome.
See, I'm a fan of the blue mask.
Does it smell bad? Sorry.
I always tease him that, I'll stay out of the spotlight when we're at cons together, and when Regent becomes super big and he has all these, 20 somethings running up to him going, I absolutely love Regent, dressed as Regent, then I'll just walk out and be like, yeah, me too.
And they're gonna be like, "You're his wife."
Huh? What did you say?
Said I'm just making smart ass comments to myself over here.
Sean thought it was a good idea.
It is a good idea.
No, I don't mind the little girls all hitting on him and asking for autographs.
Nobody. Sean's seen me at cons. Nobody hits on me. Nobody hits on me.
I'm not the one that gets jelly because I know whose bed he's in at the end of the night. The Moon Knight, was that a comic book?
Yeah, put out by Marvel. It's like their mystical Batman.
Yeah, pops up in a few Spider-Man episodes. Or I just lost my train of thought. Not episodes.
Comics? Oh, they're episodal? I don't know how to say it.
Series? I don't know. My brain's not
He was an Avenger for a while.
My hair is all over the place. My curls did not want to play today, but
It's the moisture.
it's just not happening. And
There's a
then
lot of humidity up in this piece.
well, yeah, but then we also rolled with the windows down all day. So
Yeah, that too.
it's just,
I don't know anybody's curls that would survive us rolling around.
like the
San
back
Diego
is
with
all
that.
sticking straight above that, like my peacock feathers going.
Got some badass texture going on here. I have to stop soon because I'm going to over render this thing. Yeah, it seems like there's not many people that they want to write him as Batman, or they want to write him as Punisher, or they want to write him as Dr. Fate, but they don't want to put in the nuances. I mean, the dude was a mercenary.
I do eventually want to get the Regent costume made, but not necessarily this one. I really liked it in the first one that you drew.
Which one? You
When
sit on the
she's
throne?
sitting in the throne, yeah. Like, it was such a simple outfit. Like, it totally was fitting. So it was just,
I haven't really changed it that much.
I don't want to be running around in a jacket.
Huh?
She wasn't wearing a jacket.
She had a jacket.
She wasn't?
Yeah, she was. She's always had the jacket.
I don't think so.
It was
That
all
looks
made.
really hot.
Well, you're really gonna think so when the fabric in the comic is like leather. Yeah, you still got people watching. I'm done with this.
I'm
So
gonna have a sweating problem.
It's ready for colors. So I'm gonna scan it and
It'll be stinky.
we'll figure out something so you're comfortable in it.
No, we'll have it made nowadays.
I'm not having it made out of leather. You know how expensive that's gonna
But
be.
the pants need to be tighter. They can't be always like that.
Chris Pink. In true the art for fleece and I have both granulated and liquid spray. Any fleas in the art are having a bad day for sure. The package says it'll be safe for 4 hours. Awesome.
Don't let the dogs in the yard. Got it. I'll send you down to close the gate. That's awesome. We have the best landlord ever.
Yeah, they definitely lay off on the mercenary background. I'm like not a Moon Knight super fan. I'm like I would say I'm more casually familiar with him. But
He's fun to draw.
he is fun to draw. Yeah, and that's another thing I don't deal with is his mental health because he's kind of crazy. All right,
We're
well,
all kind of crazy. I'm sorry, there's not a human being in this world that doesn't have some sort of mental health issue. No.
I'm not done here. You ready to eat and play this game? It's 9, almost
We gotta-
9:30.
We gotta get dressed.
We gotta get dressed because. So those of you who have TikTok, jump on the TikTok. And
I'm M Labriori1. That's M Lap Rio RE1.
I don't know what I am. Nick Arbor Art, maybe.
No, you're Jedi agent?
Mando
Mando
agent. Mando agent.
Mando agent.
Yeah, Pendragon's cool. Quick little rundown on him. He's the last living descendant of Arthur Pendragon. So she inherits her powers from him through an amulet when he was pretty messed up, got hurt. And so he gets carried off to Avalon to recharge and heal. And she ends up taking his place. So while he's gone. She just completely just thrusted into a whole other world, So she was a socialite, a irresponsible party girl. And she wrong place, right time. Next thing you know, boom. Now she's the defender of England and her realms. Of course, I need to find another way to word that because that's kind of like Captain Britain too. So
You can't give her. I mean, you couldn't give her my backstory because that would be tragic.
No.
I swear one day I'm gonna have to do the memoirs of Marissa because that has happened in my life. Most people wouldn't believe.
All right.
Great picture of Harley's insanity.
She had a great picture of her as the St. Andrews fabric with a faux leather look that breathes pretty well, by the way. It'd be a good thing to look into. I will. I'll look into that.
Definitely. We did actually watch the new Suicide Squad. And it definitely, really showed her mental health.
Declining mental health.
But it's completely true. I don't think anybody, who's to say what is singing?
Oh, I'm sure there's a break off point at some point.
There, whether it be occasional depression or OCD or ADHD or ADD or
nobody's normal.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as not having some sort of mental health issue, especially nowadays, because the last year alone would drive anybody mad. I know me personally, I deal with dyslexia, and it actually causes me to go into bouts of depression. And Nick actually got to see that firsthand a couple weeks ago because I had a bad day at work. I could not get my words out. I could not get my numbers out. My dyslexia was off the charts. And I was trying to keep myself calm, and I couldn't, and I wound up breaking down. I just felt so broken that I wound up breaking down. And I just don't, I think everybody in the world at this point has, some sort of mental health issues, and if you don't have a support system, then, You definitely need to find one. Like, honestly, if you don't have a support system, call me. I'll be your support system.
Okay.
I'm a good sounding board.
All right.
All right, you guys.
I'm
Wait,
hungry.
he's hungry. We gotta get dressed. We're going live on TikTok to do Hunt a Killer.
Hunt the Killer. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Definitely everyone that kept us company and chatted up with us. I'll be on tomorrow night.
Why you talk so young, man?
It was involuntary.
Good Lord, now we're gonna have to make a pot of coffee.
So I'm not drinking coffee. I'll be up till like 3 in the morning. I gotta go work tomorrow. But
All right, you
yeah,
guys.
we'll catch y'all tomorrow night. All right, draw something else. I haven't decided what it's gonna be.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
Sting in my face.
Good night.
Late. What the fuck is he singing?